Hey, welcome to Flemdog Tutorials. Today we'll be looking at molar conversions, getting from moles to grams. Always let me know what your questions are and we can figure those out together. For this one, let's check out this problem right here. We're going to figure out the moles of manganese hydroxide to grams of manganese hydroxide. So we'll write it down. We got manganese hydroxide, and we're trying to figure out how many grams of manganese hydroxide we have. I hope you feel really confident with this by the time we're done. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments. We'll try to get those all cleared up. Step number one for me whenever I do these is to write down the molar mass of whatever the thing is I'm given underneath. So manganese has a molar mass. I just do it with little arrows. You could do a little nicer if you wanted to. But manganese is right here. It's 54.9. I'll round to 54.9. The top number is the number of protons. That's the atomic number. The bottom number is the number we're looking at. That's the molar mass number. So 54.9. And we only have one of those since there's no number here. So we're going to add that to, we have 3 of these hydroxides. So I'm going to start out just by putting a 3 here, and then we'll figure out what hydroxide is. Hydroxide is 1 oxygen. So let's find oxygen. Here's oxygen, and we see oxygen has 8 protons, but the molar mass number we're looking for is 15.999, which will round to 16. So 16.0. And there's 1 hydrogen. So hydrogen, most abundant element in the universe here, we got 1.0. So that 3 times is hydroxide 3 times. And when we add that all together, work on our calculator skills here, we have 54.9 plus 3 times, use our parentheses, 16 plus 1. It's good to practice using your parentheses. And I'm in scientific notation. If you got one of these, they're great in terms of inexpensive calculators. You can go back to flow and get a number you might be more comfortable with because it's smaller. And we got 105.9. And the units for this are really important. We just found the molar mass. And what this 105.9 means is this is the grams we have in each mole. So when I'm converting to grams over here, this would be step 1 for me. Find the molar mass, which we did. Step 2 for me, that I think is just super, super helpful, write out what this actually means. And what it means is you have 105.9 grams whenever you have 1 mole, whenever you have a certain number of these. And that magical number is called Avogadro's number, and it's 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And in this case, we're talking about our manganese hydroxide. So this is our conversion factor, or just our little magic conversion sheet here. And this sets us up to do step 3. So step 3 here, just put a little hashtag on there. Step 2, step 3. Step 3, we're going to take whatever number you're given. You can do this for all, this step actually applies to all dimensional analysis. Take whatever number you're given and put it over 1. And as you get better, this might actually become your step 1. But for now, we'll just make it our step 3. 0.0542 moles. The moles are very important. And I'm going to put that over 1. So whatever you're given, put it over 1. Step number 1. I'll put a little 1 up there. Step number 2 is we want to make a placeholder, and I can do this in one step. So I'm going to put one placeholder there and say where you are going. In this case, we're going to grams. So I'm going to put grams right over here. Now this step 2 that we just did, this little step 2, everything from this second box, our second parenthesis, is coming from the red box. So I'm just going to outline that in red. And here's what we do. We have moles on the top, and we need to cancel moles to get to grams. So to cancel moles, am I going to put moles on the top or the bottom? What cancels it? And it's the bottom. So I'm going to put moles right there. I'm trying to get to grams, so I'm going to put my grams right here in the top. That means moles will cancel, and I'll be left with grams. Now, what numbers go in here? This is why step 2 is so important. If you write this all out, we can see that in front of grams, we have the number 105.9. And in front of moles, we have the number 1. That gets us our numerical values here, our numbers that we can toss in. And now it's just a matter of multiplying and plugging those in the calculator. And just in case the algebra stuff is a developmental process for you here, you multiply everything on the top and then multiply everything on the bottom. In this case, it's 1 times 1, and that's just going to be 1. So it's multiply the top, multiply the bottom, and then divide whatever that bottom piece is. In this case, 1 times 1 is 1, so you would divide by 1, which keeps the number the same. So let's plug this into our calculator. We have 0.0542 times 105.9. I already got that in the calculator, so let's just multiply that by 0.0542. And we get 5.7. I'll just leave it at 5.7. You go to whatever you, if we're being super accurate with sig figs, let's see if I messed up anywhere. Yeah, so we got 3 sig figs right here if we're doing that according to sig figs. So our answer, we could do 3 sig figs, 5.7. The 3 rounds up to a 4, 5.74. And that is grams of our manganese hydroxide. Hey, I hope that helps. If you have any questions or concerns about what to do there, let me know, and I'll see you again soon.
Wonder, oh wonder, Flemdog Science.